Hello, my dear YouTube channel family members. Hope you're all fine. You are healthy and happy, enjoying your life. You're taking care of your health, the health of others. You're taking care of the happiness of others around you and of your own happiness. You're growing yourself and you are making others happy through it. So if all that is happening, I think on this channel together we can grow faster and we can get some healthier recipes to eat. Organic cooking on my channel is here for you people, for all of you. Food without preservatives, food without chemicals, totally organic. So I focus on it specially, that I should bring you organic recipes, and these are healthy recipes. That's why take care of your health. It's very important to take care of your health, because if you are healthy, you're able to do more things. If you're not able to do more things. So that's why keep yourselves healthy, eat healthy food. And all those who are my YouTube channel family members and all those who are not my YouTube channel family members, I welcome you all. But those who are not our family members yet, do become our family members by subscribing to the channel very quickly. Do subscribe, click the subscribe button very quickly and become our family members on this channel. And besides cooking recipes, you will find free online training workshops also for you, and they are specially focused on fresh graduates as well, and on professionals who are unable to pay out of their pockets for these HRD workshops that they should be getting, and all those who have degrees in their hands but missing training. Because if you miss training, you cannot become a fully educated person. So trainings are also there. Spread the knowledge, spread this word, spread knowledge, spread this word about this channel, about online trainings provided here free of cost. And I want everybody to, of course, get the maximum benefit out of it. Groom yourselves professionally, become better professionals, become more successful people. Okay, so coming back to the fritters stew recipe, that is the recipe of today. Do first of all subscribe to the channel so that we can then move on with the recipe. Before I start telling you, just take a second and click the subscribe button. First of all, let me tell you how you are going to make the stew for this recipe, because stew will be made first. It will take some time in cooking, and meanwhile we will get the fritters ready that we will add to the stew. So for the stew, you are going to take 4 medium-sized onions and chop them very fine. With the help of a hand chopper, you can do that, and chop them very fine, the onions. Take 4 to 5 tomatoes, medium-sized tomatoes, and peel them and also chop them very fine. Okay, because I have already told you I use frozen tomatoes. I bring them from the market and put them in the freezer. Then as many tomatoes as I need, I take them out and I put them in warm water and easily take the peel off, and then I crush them in the hand crusher. So that way my tomato paste is ready with me now here. So tomato paste, onions, finely chopped onions, and then some spices are needed to make this stew. Spices are salt according to your taste, red chili powder according to your taste again. Then we have some turmeric powder, that is almost half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. Okay, then 1.5 teaspoon of coriander, dried coriander powder. Then almost half a teaspoon of cumin seeds. Then we need half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder, half a teaspoon of black pepper powder. You can maximize or minimize the amount of the spices according to your taste, especially the cinnamon powder and the black pepper powder. If you like that, you can add. If you don't, you can just eliminate. Similarly about the red chilies as well, so it's totally up to your taste. So all these things we are going to use in making the stew for the fritters. And besides that, what we will need is one important ingredient that I have not shown you here, but that will go into my recipe, is 5 to 6 cloves of garlic, and you are going to crush them also. Okay, so that will also be required. Take also 5 to 6 cloves of garlic. What you do is you take your cooking pot. I've taken my clay cooking pot here, my handi as we call it in Urdu, and I have added a cup of oil or more than a cup of oil to my clay cooking pot, and I have also added crushed garlic to it. As you can see, it's in the base of my cooking pot and it can be seen. And then to that I have also added my very finely chopped onion. So you are also going to chop it very, very fine. And to that you also add all the spices, the salt and the coriander powder. Put the spices also into the finely chopped onions that have already gone to the cooking pot. Okay, so you also add them to it. Then what you do is you cover your cooking pot with a lid and you let the onions cook for a while. Okay, they will be cooking, and when they are cooking they will turn color. Okay, and when they turn color and they become a little pinkish or goldenish rather in color, they will you can see it, the color that they have turned in the picture here. And when they have turned color, you're going to add the tomato paste to them, and you're going to add the rest of the spices to them. Okay, all the spices now will go in and the tomatoes will go in, and you will mix them up and you will let them cook again. So here you can see I've mixed up all my spices and the tomatoes and the onions and everything, and I then covered it with the lid and let it cook for some time. And you can see now I've taken off the lid, and the shape that everything has taken, it has become a thick viscosity kind of paste, and this is what I needed. So this is what you will also need, and of course this is the basic thing to get our stew ready. And then once we achieve this consistency, we make this paste, we are going to add water to it. And see, I have added so much water to my paste for the stew that almost 3/4 of my cooking pot is filled now with water, and of course with the paste that was made for the stew. And on medium heat I will leave it now to cook and to come to 1 boil and 2 boil and 3 boils, to cook properly. Okay, until it when I taste it, it has become a proper stew, and it has become delicious as well. I will then add, if I need to add some more salt to it or some more spices to it, I will do that, and I will give it the taste that I like, that you will give it the taste that you like. According to your taste you will make the stew. If you think that the oil is lacking in the stew, in your stew, you can add some more oil also in it. Then while the stew is cooking on the stove, we will just leave the stew now, and we will come to make our fritters. we'll get our fritters ready first. And what will we need for making fritters now is half a kg of chickpea or gram flour. As you can see in the pot here in front of you, we will take 4 to 5 medium sized onions and we will chop them like I have chopped them, not very fine, but in small squares I have chopped them. We will use them for making fritters. I have also chopped my green chilies. So if the amount of green chilies that you will take depends upon you. If you do not like green chilies, do not add green chilies. If you like more green chilies, you can add more green chilies and minimize the amount of red chilies if you want to. And if you want to keep both at the higher end, it's up to you. Then green coriander, I have finely chopped it and washed it. It's in the plate, and with these things in the plate is also an egg. So you're also going to need an egg for it. Besides that, you will need some spices, and the spices are salt, red chili powder, and those things will go in according to your taste. Then 1.5 teaspoon of ground coriander powder and 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds, or 3/4 of a teaspoon of cumin, black cumin, and less than half a teaspoon of carom seeds. Okay, these are the spices that we will need to make fritters for our stew. Then, as you can see in my chickpea gram flour, I have added the onions, I've added the chilies, green chilies, and fresh green coriander as well, and an egg is also lying there, and I've added all the spices to it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it up with the help of a spoon. The egg is also going to be broken and will go into the batter that we are going to make. Add a little water, just a little water, say 4 tablespoons of water, and of course with that you're going to break the egg also, and keep mixing this batter. Mix it up and add some more little water and mix it up again, because you will suddenly reach a consistency that you need, and if that consistency becomes thinner, then your fritters will not come out good. So be very careful, add water very, very slowly and keep mixing it, and I'll show you what consistency will you need. So you see the consistency here. I have just held the spoon in my hand and I'm dropping the batter down for you people to see what is the consistency required viscosity of the batter. Okay, and on the other hand, on the stove I have put oil in a wok and left it to get heated up. Medium flame will be needed. Okay, and then I'm going to I'll take a spoonful of the batter and add it into the oil, the hot oil, and that forms into a fritter. Okay, as you can see, I have put in 2-3 fritters there. And what will we do now? So you see my fritters, they are cooking here, and I've added more to the oil in the wok, and they are cooked on one side, and with the help of a spatula I have turned them over, and they will be cooking on underneath as well. They will take almost 10 minutes to cook, and I will keep tossing and turning them in the oil with the help of a spatula. I will not stop, because if I do, there are bright chances that they will burn. Okay, so I will not let them burn. You will not let them burn. Stand on the stove with the spatula in your hand. Keep tossing them, and help them get cooked from all sides equally. Now you can see in the wok my fritters are ready on the upper side, and they're cooking from the underside as well. And when they are cooked, I take them out into a plate. See, they are so beautiful, nicely done. In the meanwhile, the stew was cooking in my cooking pot, and you can see now it's cooking, boiling, And when it's boiling and our fritters are also ready, it's steaming hot, we are going to add the fritters to the stew now. And let's see what happens, then I'll tell you. Here you see the fritters are looking so beautiful in the stew. I have added them to the stew and I will let them cook, for a few minutes. What will happen is they will soak a lot of water of the stew. That's why the stew's consistency was very thin. They are going to soak the water in. Okay, so they're going to suck the water in, and they will be soaked fully in water. They will suck the water in, and that will give them an even better taste. Okay, so let them cook for a few more minutes. In 2 minutes, my fritter stew got ready, and I have dished them out here to show you how nice they are looking in the bowl, in the serving bowl. And with that, I have served chapati, or simple roti as you call it. You can serve chapati or roti with the fritter stew. You can serve them with naan, you can serve them with pita bread or simple bread, plain bread. You can serve them with parathas, any way you like. And this is a very tasty dish. You will really like them. They will be soft, these fritters in the stew, and they will be yummy. And try them out and tell me how you liked the recipe. And of course, like and share it here as well. And do subscribe quickly to our channel and become a YouTube channel family member. Okay, all of you are all welcome to become a part of our family here. And take care of your health. We will take care of your taste buds and take care of the health of your family as well. Stay happy, stay healthy, grow professionally with us and grow healthy with us. Cheers.